What's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Scrubs Allowed podcast. It has been a while. Seal, how you doing?
I am doing good. It has been a while. We've been kind of busy and kind of trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah,
But yeah, I've
so
been good, dude.
we don't know what's happening right now, but we're trying to use another recording system because our long story, obviously, but we can no longer use our old recording system, and we have been trying to use some stuff, and it has not been working. So we're trying this. This is the old school. This is the one that kicks us out after an hour or so. So
Yeah,
we'll see what actually happens.
if that was Microsoft, fuck you. But if that was UCF, like trying to get rid of some shit off their servers, fuck them.
Yeah, I
But
think
I
they were just
understand
clearing
both.
up server space because it's expensive to keep buying servers, but don't guarantee me that I can use that shit for life if I can't use that shit for life.
Yeah, that's whack. That
But
sucks.
whatever, neither here nor there.
But
Um,
we do have a couple of personal related news that I feel like we should do now. So when we do get cut off at the end,
that's true. We should do starting stuff instead of ending stuff now for the time, for the at least temporary future.
Yeah. So
What's up?
everybody knows that I am not strong athletically, mentally. I'm not strong too much. I kind of get thin-skinned. Sometimes we both know plenty of times where I've lashed out and let my anger get the best of me. Um, but the one strong aspect of my life has always been my semen, and it fucking worked again. Me and Larissa are expecting a baby, January of
Hey,
2025. So yeah, we're really excited about that. I'm definitely excited. Although it being my third, it's the first with somebody, no
with an
offense
actual
to,
wife.
yeah, with an actual wife, with somebody I really want to spend the rest of my life with. So making grown up decisions finally in my in my life, but we're really
Right.
excited. It's crazy. Like we checked off all the checklist that we had always talked about us wanting to get to before and having a baby, and it was a
Nice.
surprise baby, not a planned baby. Her mom actually told her to go get a pregnancy test
Nice.
because of what she was saying. Yeah, so definitely a happy surprise for us over here.
Well, congratulations, brother.
Thank
I
you.
think everybody knows that I'm engaged. I don't know how long it's been since I fucking recorded, but no matter how long it's been, nothing has changed. We still don't have a venue. We still don't have anything. Um, we are just. It sucks, dude. I mean, obviously you've already
So
been through it, so you know, but
what's
it sucks.
oh yeah. So our we got lucky because we knew the date we wanted off rip was 4/14, right? Her favorite number's 4, my favorite number's 14. She
Yeah.
thought of it. Shout out to her for the 20th time about that. But that was cool as fuck. And every Venmo that we wanted to look into and weigh our options with, they were all open that day. So
We
it
haven't
was
really
like
run into any date problems. It's
it was
just
awesome.
money problems. We're trying not to fucking. We don't have a house yet, right? And literally every dollar that goes to this wedding goes away from a house, and
Yeah.
so it has been pretty frustrating. So if any listeners want to donate to the wedding slash house fund, get at your boy, um, and we'll figure out the tax thing later. No, but no, it's fun. It's fun
Figure out the
checking out
text.
venues though. It's stressful, but it's cool to see. Like, you never think about what the venues are. You always know about them just driving by and you see weddings here, weddings there. But when you like actually get into the nitty gritty, it's kind of fun to go through it. But
Yeah, we luckily saw the one that we wanted. It was monetarily okay, and we went and actually saw it in person, and we loved it. So
yeah, I'm just ready
we
for that
got
shit to be
lucky.
done.
Yeah, I definitely feel that part. I remember the whole time I was, aren't you so like, yeah, I'm excited for this shit to be here. Like, oh well, all you have to do is well, yeah, but I have to like, one, I wasn't doing like she was making all the center whatever they're called, center
Centerpieces or
arrangements,
whatever.
centerpieces,
Yeah.
all that shit. Getting everything like fucking canvassed and all that shit.
Right.
But just having to deal like for 8, 9 months, like just worried about one fucking day. I definitely know how that feels. That shit's stressful as fuck. Like every day, especially with us in our sports, every day is a new slate. Every day is a new slate of games. Like right now, we don't have football for shit. We got football news. We got receivers keeping us from last year, but
Mm.
we're not worried about one game. Like no, even the fucking Chiefs and whoever else is playing. the Chiefs over in wherever. Where is it? Brazil.
I don't
They're
know.
not worried about that. No fans aren't worried about that one game. Like nobody's worried about one fucking day, unless you're getting married, and that is
Right.
probably the worst part of getting married, is just constantly worried about that one fucking day.
Yeah.
And yeah, people look at it like, oh, all you do is walk out and say I do and start drinking and eating. Brother, I wish it was that easy.
Well, we emailed the venue tonight, and if they email us back the correct response that we want them to write back, then we will have a venue. If not, then
Hey yo,
well, they gave us a proposal already, but it expired while we were on the Texas trip. Well, I'll talk about the Texas trip, I guess, in a second. But so we sent her an email and we just said like, hey, we're not going to have it by the time the proposal's over because we're going to be in Texas. So we'll shoot you an email when we get back, and hopefully the date's still available. So we shot her the email today, and we'll see if the date's still available or not. But
nice.
we weren't trying to be like rushed into shit. So we told her like, hey, if it's gone, it's gone, but we're not rushing into a decision. So it is what it is. But hopefully it'll be available, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so I've gone on 2 trips I think since we last recorded. I went to Iowa, and there were no sports to be had. We were there
Yeah,
for a
that's.
funeral. It was still a nice trip. It was
Oh yeah, that was the first week.
that we stopped or didn't record.
Yeah, we tried the week before, and then you were
Yeah,
off to Iowa.
true.
So you
So
guys, we did try.
we've tried a couple times.
We did
Um,
try.
and then I got on YouTube by myself. So Joe, I'm sure you saw that. I don't know how many views are on there, but I did a little like 30-second YouTube myself trying to get Seal in. And we were literally, if this didn't work or if this doesn't work, I'm going to go onto YouTube, or you will, somebody will, since we can't do a group thing on YouTube, and we'll tell all you dudes that we're moving to Instagram. We've moved to YouTube
Yeah,
only. We're about to move to Instagram only and just do
yeah.
that shit. But whatever. But anyway, so I went to Iowa for a funeral, but it was nice to see a bunch of family and friends. It wasn't all funerals are sad, right? But it wasn't an unexpected funeral. It was somebody that's been in hospice for many years, and so like that's kind of been played out. So it wasn't
Yeah.
as crazy in that regard. So it was
Those
a
are the
nice
good
little trip.
ones.
Yeah, it was a nice trip to be able
We
to
haven't
go.
got many good ones.
Yeah, to go send her home without her getting sent home without her knowledge, kind of shit. So
Yeah.
so that was cool. And then we came back and had like 3 weeks, and then went to Texas. So I did get to go take a picture in front of Frostbank Center, which is where the Spurs play, obviously. But there's no sports, obviously. San Antonio doesn't have a baseball team, so there wasn't any of that shit either. But we went for a wedding, so that was really fun. We got to hang out with the same family we were just in Iowa with, but we were getting 2 of those kids married. So that was super cool. Now, just this time next month, well, this time and a week next month, we'll be in Florida for another trip. Dude, I've been burning the candle at both ends. So that's also partially why we haven't recorded, because we've been busy. Seal's been pretty busy too, and we've just been grinding. But to the sports, a lot of sports have been happening. A lot of shit's going down. Again, I'm not trying to go back to like 3 months or whatever it's been that we recorded, but we're just gonna act like we've been recording every week and continue on. But luckily, our recording shit all went to hell during summer when there's nothing to
Yeah.
do anyway, right? Um, but let's start with the big elephant in the room. We can now play college football once again on the Xbox. Me and Seal both got college football. How are you liking it so far?
I love it, dude. It's been awesome. I finished all the Ultimate Team challenges,
Nice.
so I was able to.
Does
Can
that
you
get
hear me from
released
this far away
weekly
from
or
the mic?
something, or you got all of them done
I
and
have no idea. So Madden, so yeah, so they released for the majority. So I got it right when it came out at 4 o'clock,
right?
and played. Thought I had to go to work. Went to work. Didn't have to work. Um, ate some oysters. Dropped baby girl off. Went back home. Played a little bit. Fell asleep. Took a nap because around like 8 o'clock, it started getting buggy, dude. Like it
Mhm.
couldn't connect to the server. So every time I would finish the challenge, I would try to go to the next challenge, and it just wouldn't go. So I'd end up having to quit the game, re-go. So finally, after a while, I'm just going back to challenge menu, and it's taken a minute and a half. So I was like, fuck it. all-star home run derby's on. Let me just switch it to that. And then fell asleep for a minute, woke up, had to go get Junior, came back, put him down, put him down, got him situated, and hopped my ass back on there till 5 in the morning,
Yeah.
and finished up all the challenges. Yeah, they just kind of go through like the way the defense plays, like defensive play goes, offensive play, the intricate parts of it in Ultimate Team. So you're able to earn
Gotcha.
rewards and shit, and also kind of learn the game.
So it's
But
like
I
a
love that.
tutorial, but you get rewards from Ultimate Team too.
Essentially, yeah.
That's
Like it
cool.
doesn't show you how the dynamic passing and stuff works. Like there's one where you have to do like lob passes and touch passes and all this shit, and it took me forever because the difference between a lob and a touch pass in this game is like that. It's
Mm,
ridiculous, and it's really hard to find out right now. I didn't play the last couple of Maddens, as a lot of people do. Like we both know, I got into the Ultimate Team a little bit late, and the
right.
yeah, it was 2024, Madden 24. So but yeah, a lot of people were talking about how it's just Madden with different skins. It's not at all.
Right. It's
These are
not.
kids who are like what 20, who when they last time they could have played this game, they were fucking 10, and don't remember what it was like. The game's still a little step behind, which I love. It's not as quick as the Madden games are. Like
Yeah.
remember going back in the day. I will say the sacks. Um, they come quick. In
Yeah.
this one, it was really hard to kind of get sacked back in the day. You had a good 3-4 seconds, but nah, man, it's just as bang bang as it is in Madden, which comes with having to play real rosters and stuff like that. Like I saw a video today. This kid, South Carolina, he's a sophomore now. He was a freshman. After football this year, he went and did track and completely destroyed everybody and had an invite to the Olympic trials, turned it down to focus
Yeah.
on his football off season. Yeah. And he's a 99 speed in the game and also has the most strength of any wide receiver in the game. He's
Oh,
a
I
wide
saw
receiver for South
that on
Carolina.
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, wide receiver for South Carolina. If you feel like going to being a quarterback there, that's an automatic go route every time. But which I'm probably going to go make a 2-star because I could have started for them or Auburn
As a two
with my
star.
2-star. Not my 2-star, my 4-star,
I was
the
about to say I
second
couldn't
tier.
start with anybody, even Army that wanted me
Yeah, the
didn't.
second tier down, I could have started for Auburn or South Carolina, and I was like, yeah, let me just go ride the bench for the Gators. And that's one thing. I don't know, I don't like that they do that. There's no incentive. Like, you don't get ×5 coach trust and practices. Like, you get your
Right.
200 coach trust, and then the other two guys go and play 5 snaps apiece and get 2,000 from the game.
Yeah. So
Like,
there's two.
there's
There's
no
too
incentive.
much. You get too much coach trust for playing the game. Um, Practice. Talking about practice. Practice should
Yeah.
just be the same score as you get in a game. Like if I bust off this 40-yard touchdown in practice, give me the points for a 40-yard touchdown, not you now got 200. When the other dude, yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, getting 2,000. That's a little crazy.
Yeah, it's
But
insane.
or
Whenever I
just
went and made
be
the new one for
somewhat
Michigan.
realistic in what you play or like how you play. Like I'm fine with the grind. I love playing like realism games. I like these games that if you're out in the cold too long, you're gonna fucking die and it's brutal and it sucks. Like I want that shit. I'm fine sitting on the bench and grinding for it.
I took that
But
wear and tear shit off.
when we're playing FCS Northwest and we're up 48-10 in the fourth quarter, put your fucking fourth string running back in and let me get some points. Like,
Yeah.
why am I still sitting on the bench so the starter can rack up more points? That's not realistic. They would be taking those dudes out by
Well,
then.
I will say in my Arkansas State game that I played last night, I forgot to tell. Oh, I did tell you that. And then I ended up doing it against Texas. I think Texas I destroyed. But they took me out in the fourth quarter of both games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, up 30, 40 in each one. They took me out of both games. So that's kind of realistic. But yeah, man, there's no incentive to do it. And like the FCS, like I was thinking we were going to get some like Jackson State, like
Yeah, I wanted
some
more of that. Yeah.
Bethune-Cookman,
But I
like.
think that's a future thing that they're gonna probably build in. That's
But when they were talking about it, like why can't a 3-star go to fucking Bethune-Cookman and fucking ball out and then end up at fucking New Mexico State and then take their
right.
senior, like why not have the Bo Nix treatment go
I
on?
think that
Why
would be
not have the
something.
fucking
That's just not
why not
first
have the Joey
year shit.
Burrow fucking the route, like go and just be the backup and keep getting better and better as the backup, but you're going to have that hope to play. And there's zero hope. You're just going to graduate as a backup. Like, you're never going to see any playing time.
Yeah, like even if you are like the backup and the starter is really good, like I get that. You got to give me a chance to get better because even if so, like at UCF, right? The guy I made a running back. I put him at UCF. He's a 2-star. He's shitty, whatever. I got him some points. I didn't try, but if I would have entered the transfer portal, I still would have been a backup on every fucking team because it didn't give me a chance to like develop my
bro.
skills.
Yeah.
I just think practice needs to be a little more. I'm not asking for the playing time right away. That's what I thought it would be, right? I thought it would be like the Madden Road to Glory, where you go in, you're a shitty backup, you play like 2 practices, they throw you in for one play, you score a 40-yard touchdown, and they're like, you're the starter now. But no, it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
Which again is cool. I like the realism, but it has to also be. You have to have a realistic shot to get on the field, and so far I haven't. Now I've also gone and I've created a 5-star and put him in Nebraska, and he's been balling. So that's good. But yeah, I haven't actually played. So I haven't played quarterback, and I haven't played any defense. So all I
Quarterback's hard.
know of how the game works is a running back, a bench warming running back doing practices. That's pretty much all I know right now. But
You need to start. Well, we need to start. I guess since I've done quarterback, but haven't played any defense other than the Ultimate Team challenges. But we need to start doing some play nows because they have it to where, like in Madden, how you can like we could each have a team. They
right.
have it to where like you do the road to the playoffs, and we could control a team in this within the same like universe and try to like if
And will
you
everybody
beat
else be
UCF.
computers? Like we
Probably, yeah,
can.
more, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
We could create our own league. I'm pretty
Because that's
sure,
the worst
and
part
we
of the
would have
big
to.
like online playoff system is you have to get like 16 people, and then that one dude never shows up, and you're just like, all right, so we played our game. Now we gotta
Yeah,
sit and wait
I'm
for.
pretty sure we could. I mean, it might be like that, but I'm pretty sure we could do our own to where it's just us and then computers, and then at least that's how it was the last year they had it in what was it, 13, 12,
14. Well, it
14?
was 2013, but it was NCAA 14.
Yeah,
But
but that's how it was then. You could go and
yeah.
like we could play, but
Well,
everybody
I
else with
want to do the
computers. So hopefully
dynasty
it's still the
mode,
same.
but right now I'm playing the 10-hour free trial. So I bought the game. I'm not a super cheap ass. I bought the game, but I don't have access till Friday. But they gave you the 10-hour free pass, and I was like, I got 10 hours until Friday. That's pretty dope. So I'm not doing the dynasty mode because I don't want to sit and scour a recruiting list for hours, which is what I will do when I'm doing dynasty mode. I want to actually play the game, which is part of why I'm mad about the bench thing. But whatever. I'll do some play nows during the hours though, so I will do that with you. But yeah, I just wanted actual game time. But I'm excited about the dynasty thing. I'm excited about recruiting because NCAA 14 was awesome with the GM mode, with the dynasty mode. So if they could have just made it any better or even the same, but hopefully better because it's 10 years later, that's going to be awesome. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, bro, apparently like you're like recruiting, you're looking at people like they fucking have dudes like you hear about people going to parties, skipping class, like all
Yeah.
kinds of shit. There's a cutscene in and the Road to Glory, whatever it is, with a one player, and to where they like try to get you to go to a party or something and skip
Mm-hmm.
a lab or a test or
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
shit, and you're like, oh yeah, da 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 da, and I think it's a chick or some shit, and you're like text like 3 different times, like thirsty as shit, and then all of a sudden it cuts and it says blocked. You've been blocked. So you don't even get invited to the party. Your image just gets fucked. It's awesome.
I have been the prime player so far. Every text that comes
Same,
in, I
same.
turn that shit down. I go to the extra workout. I study for the class. Whatever text comes in, I'm doing
I
that
only
shit.
do 2 though on the studies. I'm not giving
Yeah,
you all. I'm not giving you
yeah.
3 energies.
Not all three. Sorry. Um, no, it's really fun though. It's pretty cool. I've only played I think 3 hours because it said I have 7 hours left on the trial. So it's pretty cool. I need to
Yeah,
play some full teams
it's
to,
been
to really
awesome.
to really get how the full team is because right now all I know how to play is running back. And running back's really fun. If you do create a player, running back is really fun. I always try to do something different because everybody does quarterback. So I always try to do something different. And running back is a really fun wrinkle there.
I always end up with all three offensive, and then I end up doing like a linebacker or some shit
Nice.
eventually. But dude, I'm excited, and I really hope they stick with this. So back in the day, Madden always came out in August, like August 10th, and fucking NCAA would come out like the end of July.
Yeah.
I love this middle of July release. Like, give us those extra 2 weeks of it because right when July starts is right when everything goes down and there's nothing. Like, give us these 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna buy it. Like, yeah, sure, everybody used to buy it back in the day because at the beginning of August is when everybody's coming up, everybody's doing their orange and blues and games and all this shit. We're
Yeah.
all getting back into it, but give us the 3 weeks before that starts and give us this game. I'm sure everybody appreciates the month of NCAA football before Madden comes out. So I'm excited
Well,
for it.
and
And
you
also,
get to build your player so that when Madden comes out, you can just rock right into the draft and fucking go.
yeah, I like that. I like that that happens too. That was something that we had missed,
Yeah.
that you could always load your rosters, but you can never move your player, just your player up. And so like you could play with your player, you could insert your player on the Jaguars,
Right.
but I couldn't do any kind of storyline material with him back in the day. So
Yeah.
yeah, if it's how they say it's gonna be, I'm excited as fuck for that because I'm gonna have a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback from Michigan in probably a week from now that played
Nice.
5 seasons.
How
This
you gonna
shit's
play 5
addicting, dude.
seasons? They got the COVID year on this bullshit?
I redshirted, right?
You can't play in red shirt. Oh, I guess you can actually. You can play like 4 games and still red shirt.
I don't
Can
know. I
you?
guess maybe
So
only do.
so I don't know if you've noticed because you're actually playing, but can you like request a red shirt? Like my freshman guy didn't touch the field at all, but I'm just a sophomore now. Like why
Oh,
shouldn't I be
really?
a red shirt
You
freshman or
should
some
be a
shit?
redshirt. Yeah.
Like I wonder if I can request that somewhere or what, but I didn't touch the field. I don't want to waste a year. Redshirt my ass.
That's
If it,
crazy.
I'll look for it. If I still looks like I'm not going to play my sophomore year, I'll look around and see if there's some sort of like ask coach to redshirt or some shit.
Real quick,
All right,
let me go off on one of my Brandon bullshits. So
nice.
went to Tampa for the Morgan Wallen Jelly Roll concert that actually happened, not the one that got canceled. The next day, I was riding around trying to meet up with my gaming buddies. Didn't happen. But I went to a Yingling brewery where they
Right,
brewed
right,
this
right.
shit and they had like a draft house, right? Saw this little guy there. It's one of those little koozies you see,
Oh,
right?
nice.
Listen, wait. It does bottles too, cans, bottles. You know, I got to do the Yingling flight with it.
Right.
They have this little fucking thing on the bottom here that you put on the top, and it's a lid. So you can also put liquid in the top of this shit and drink out of it.
Nice.
It's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
It was great. If you can ever find a beer called Yingling Premium, it's a very limited release. They said it's their first beer they ever made, but they don't make much of it anymore. It's the best tasting beer they've ever fucking made, I'll tell you that. And
That's nice.
yeah, I went to get a case, and they just sold their last one, and they didn't have time to go look for more at the,
They
at,
didn't have
at the
time.
brewery. At
You
the
go
brewery, they
fucking
did.
look for that.
I wanted to. I told them, "Where's the back?
Yeah,
Where
like
do I
I can
go?
look. I got
I
time.
see the silos that way. Is that where I
Yeah,
go?
right.
I'll wait. I'll wait on a fresh 6 pack. That's fine with me.
That's crazy.
No
Uh,
worries."
all right, so let's move to actual sports. It's been 30 minutes and we've talked about video games for
Ronnie James,
esports, baby. So before we get to
Call
the
of Duty champ.
sports we watch the most, the Red Sox are taking on the Dodgers. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But anyways, the first ever shout out to Teoscar Hernandez, first ever Dodger to win the home run derby. I wanted
Plus 950.
I wanted to text my buddy Seal here and say put some money on Teoscar, but there was no like science behind it. It was just I'm a Dodgers fan. I'm feeling frisky.
Did you look at it?
No, I was on a fucking flight, dude. I
Plus
couldn't even.
950.
I literally couldn't even text when I thought of the thought, and by the time I landed, I had forgotten of the thought already. And then I watched the home run derby, and I was like, "Fuck!"
We're down
Um,
to $40 in the account now, by the way.
mm,
A lot of
mm.
bad bets the last 2 days. A lot of bad bets.
And then on the next night, the AL won again because the AL always wins. But Shohei Ohtani did his thing for the Dodgers as well, hit a nice 3-run homer. So a good showing all around for
Plus
the All-Star game.
385 on the Shohei home run. My buddy put 200 on it and
Hey,
cashed.
dude, that's guaranteed all the
Plus
time.
385. Yeah,
Uh,
well, I put him on 2 hits all the time and he fucks me. So
but
then
his
I
one
started
hit is
putting
a
on
homer.
but then I put him on 1 hit for 3 games in a row, and guess what happened? He went on a fucking schlump. I'm done with the Dodgers.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from.
It's
Yeah, and it was a
really
shitty fucking. We got swept by the asshats over there. They can't beat anybody. I don't really know
it's
what happened.
literally all I'm doing now is Brewers. Brewers players to get a hit because they all do it all the fucking time. And then Cleveland. I should have went to that Cleveland game. I didn't know they were the best team in the AL.
Dude, Phillies versus the Indians is gonna be a hell of a fucking World Series, dog. Um. Anyways, that's enough baseball for me. But
Real quick, no, Chris Sale.
didn't he get injured again?
No, bro, chill. Knock
I
on
thought,
wood. No.
who was it? Somebody missed
Chris
the
Sale
All-Star
is
game because they got injured or whatever.
Chris Sale is not injured. I don't think he was. Yeah, he was in the All-Star game. Damn, maybe he did. I didn't see that. But no, he has been lights out this season. I'm happy for him. He shut us the fuck down about a month and a half ago. But yeah, I'm happy for the guy. He's doing really good. And Atlanta's a good team to do it for.
Yeah, I'm
Like
down with that.
that's I think that's literally everybody that is a fan of baseball. Like they hate the Dodgers, they hate the Yankees, they hate the Red Sox. Like and everybody loves the Braves.
Yeah,
You can't
everybody's
not like the Braves. But I mean, we're from the Southeast, so that might
That's
be
true. We're
just
biased.
yeah, that might just be how we were raised. But you know, it's hard to hate the Braves, and I'm here for it. If he's able to lead them and lead that rotation, that'll be dope. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, me too. That'll be super exciting. So, have you been watching any basketball? Have you cared at all about summer league?
Yeah, we beat the Bucks. We sucked against the Warriors right now, and we sucked against shit.
We've
Who
been
was
getting
it?
trashed, but we won
Memphis.
today by 1 fucking point, dog.
Bro, we beat the fuck out of the Bucks, but we've sucked.
We,
That's
I
all.
believe, well, until we won today, I think we were last place through 2 games as far as like the point differential and all that bullshit. I think we were last place, but again, we won today, so hell yeah. But
Yeah.
we were the worst. We were absolutely terrible. So um, that's good. But one team that is worse than us is the Lakers, and that is super funny. Again, I mean, it's summer league, right? Nobody really cares that much. But Dalton Connect is actually starting to play better. He's showing the signs of what he should be doing, and Bronny James is showing that he probably shouldn't have been drafted. And again, everybody that listens to this knows I hate LeBron James. I don't hate Bronny James. I hope he does well. But I did say, realistically, if you take a step back, the man doesn't deserve to get drafted. And he got drafted. And so far, I have been right. He has not made a three yet. And he's played, because he played in
He
the
made two
California.
tonight.
He did make some tonight?
2 of 5.
There he goes. All right. So
He had a good game tonight.
it took him 6 games, but he had a good game playing. Hell yeah. Good for him.
He went 5 of 11, one board. So
I mean,
24
5 of
points.
11 is not great by any means, but that's at least serviceable.
It's better
No,
than me. I mean, shit, I went 1 for 1 tonight, baby.
That's perfect. No, I want Bronny to do well, but the way, like, he shouldn't have went out. Like, he had a shit year last year. Again, not his fault. He had a fucking heart attack. But read the tea leaves. You had a heart attack. You were playing shitty. Go to college one more year, bro. Like, prove you can do it. And he didn't want to do that for obvious reasons. Like,
Oh yeah,
but
that's out of his control.
But now he's softened his stance a little bit. He said he's fine going to the G League, all this bullshit. So we all knew that was going to happen. He's going to get to play with LeBron. They're going to be blowing somebody out, and he's going to get spoon-fed a solid, like, 16 points, and everybody's going to be like, you guys were all wrong. Bronny's the man. And It's gonna happen. We know that. But hopefully
I
he does
mean,
well in the G League.
he's not. He's not like a bad player. I feel like he's one of those guys. If we ran into him in our leagues, we'd be fucked.
Oh,
If
he
we saw him,
rolled. Yeah.
like back in the day when I was going to that 24-hour fitness downtown, if he rolled up, he'd be killing it. He'd be on Courtney Lee's team. Like
Yeah.
he like he's a solid player. The thing is, in the NBA, he's 6'1" and he can't score the basketball.
Right.
And everybody's like, oh well, it'll come, it'll come, it'll come. He's been under his dad's wing for the last 6 years. We've been
Yeah.
seeing these 7 years. We've been seeing him in his fucking AAU and travel ball clips and shit of Braun, teaching him and molding him and all that shit. Like if the best basketball player I've ever seen, I could say that, right? Like that's
Yeah.
not a lie. He is the best basketball player we've ever seen. The best basketball player we've ever seen. If that can't kind of help him, like I saw tonight, I was watching the game on the way home from my game on Hulu. I was listening to it while I was driving on the way home. Wasn't watching. Safety first, people. But like he was mic'd up tonight, and I'm sure you'll see the clips in your feeds coming out that they'll spew Brownie about. That's the one thing that sucks. Like, bro, 55th pick's never gotten this attention.
Right.
Calm down. But they had him mic'd up, and Dalton Connect didn't play tonight, so I can see him being mic'd up. He's the only other pick from this draft, so
Right, of course.
Makes sense a little bit. Still stupid. But he was talking to one of his teammates and like spewing out, I don't remember exactly what he said, but spewing out smart high IQ shit. Like, yo, if he comes up here, seal him out. If he comes down, sit, and we'll do this, da 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 da. And you can tell the dude's smart as fuck. You can tell he knows what the fuck he's doing. Defensively, the guy's good. Damn,
Yeah,
these
he's
things are
nice.
I'm starting to get there, baby. But I'm just running though. That's all I'm doing. I'll start lifting here soon. But so like tonight with him being able to show up and do all that, if he's able to be around a camp of people that have confidence in him and they don't treat it just like a fucking media ploy, then yeah, there's a good chance that the kid's able to be a suitable player in this league. I feel like maybe not long term. He might only be able to play till he's 25, 26, but he could play 3 or 4 years in this league and finish out his rookie contract playing in the NBA, which only happens to like 30% of the people that come into this league. Like it's hard to stay in this league like any other professional sports league in this world. But I can see him being able to do it for a little bit until that size like just creeps up on him, right? Like IT was able to be so good for such a short amount of time because he's so tiny. Like, size will always catch up to you in this league.
Yeah, but I mean, there's the thing I don't like about it. Again, I'm pro Bronny James. I hope he does awesome. What I don't like is that he took a draft spot from somebody else that's been working and earned that shit. That annoys me.
If
but
coming into next year or 2 years from now, if he's able to come out and lock up Ant Edwards, like if he plays for 20 minutes and he can guard Anthony Edwards and keep him to 4 of 8, 4 of 9, 4 of 10 while he's out on that court and still be able to be viable, get a couple boards, dish out a couple assists, score some points, like that's all you can expect out of 70% of this league.
I hope he can, but also he shouldn't have been drafted. like
the Bruce, what you heard about last season, the season before this one, the Bruce Browns, the what's that kid? Christian Browns, those kids were just swept under the rug this season because a role player is only go as far as your stars let you go.
Sure, of course.
He could be one of those viable role players.
Boo Booey didn't get drafted. He's on our summer league team. And he dropped 16 points tonight, played a nice little solid game, 3 assists, 3 steals. Like he did fine, and he had to go grind through. Maybe he's happy with that because he didn't have to get drafted by somebody. But like the draft is about what you did and what you've earned, and he hadn't earned it. I hope he does that Anthony Edwards defensive shit, and he earns it, and he earns a second contract. I hope all that happens, but it doesn't change the fact he shouldn't have got drafted. They should have just signed his ass. Like, what? How hard is that? Just sign him to a summer league contract like everybody else, and then sign him to a 2-way, and then do what he deserves. Not just. And it's not just a LeBron thing. Thanasis doesn't deserve his contract either. I'm not
He's
trying
killing
to
it in FIBA.
hold it. No, Giannis is killing it in FIBA. Giannis is rolling people in FIBA.
Is this a good
Uh,
time to pee or no?
I don't care.
All right.
You don't pee in the closet though.
No, it's
But no,
connected to this bathroom. I gotta mute it so you don't hear it.
oh, gross. He should not have gotten drafted. So that's funny. Seal's not just in the closet. He's in the closet, the bathroom closet, I guess. That's pretty crazy. But no, it's frustrating to see people get what they get. But I mean, that's life. Like, fuck it. Nepotism is real. And not like I'm gonna do anything about it. If I have a fucking kid, I'm gonna try to get him the best thing in the world too. But it sucks. But yeah, I hope Bronny does awesome. But the Suns are not doing well in the summer league, and that's fine. We only need that one guy to like fill it out. And the rookie we drafted so far has not been it. But David Roddy's looking good. Like I said, Boo Booey's looking good, and he can actually ball handle a little bit. So I'm kind of hoping that we take Boo Booey and actually keep him on the fucking team because um, the fact that he can actually ball handle is something we're gonna need. And he's too young right now. But if we can develop a ball handler, we don't have to go out and get somebody that can do it for too much money.
That's just so weird to me. He's too young. Dalton Connect's too old to get fucking drafted. Like, what are we doing here?
Dalton Connect looked
Like,
nice though in that second game of the summer league. I don't know if you watched it, but he had like 25 points.
yeah,
He finally turned it around. So, but
like he's one of the more pro-ready,
yeah.
non-tall as fuck people, like out right now.
So knowing nothing, watching whatever you've watched, who's your rookie of the year pick? Because we were gonna try to record after the draft and make these predictions, but obvious reasons we didn't. So now you've got to watch a little summer league. Who's your rookie of the year pick?
That kid from Houston, I forget
Reed
his name
Shepard.
right now. Yeah,
Yeah, he's nice. I've only watched one of his games though, but yeah, he's nice.
nah, he's nice as fuck. I know it's not gonna happen, but that'd be cool as shit.
Dude,
He's gonna have his opportunity for it.
I like that Alex Sarr kid, and then like last night or today or whatever, he went like 0 for 15 and like set summer league records and shit for the most shots without a basket. I still think he's gonna do well, not well, but well considering this really bad draft class. I like that Alex Sarr kid. I think Washington has a spot for him to fuck around and get some stats, and that's all that matters. But yeah, Reed Shepard's gonna be good. Connect is gonna get some buckets, but Zach Edey might get a chance. You think Zach Edey's actually gonna start next to Jaren Jackson? They're gonna try the Twin Towers thing, or you think
Yeah, no, I think that would work out well now that they don't really have a solid three. I think that would really be able to help them out as far as staying big. I mean, that all entails Ja Morant's going to be able to keep his
right?
fucking finger guns
If
in
that
his
happens,
fucking
then Edey is
pockets.
my pick. That Edey's my pick if he
Like
starts.
if Ja's able to stay on the court, because Jaren Jackson's proved the last couple of years that he's able to space out the court,
Yeah,
so he can slide down and move into that kind of spread four and stick out because like Zach's going to need to be able to come in and also like what he's not used to is being able to roll in like in that offense. He kind of like screened off, came down, got into a
right,
spot, kind of peeled off of the rim and protected it and just kind of stayed there with Ja, like Jared Jackson made a lot of his money with Ja coming downhill and him being able to shovel it back. So for you to be able to space the court with Jaren out and just have Zach Edey follow Ja down the rim, that's a lot bigger weapon following Ja than Jaren is.
yeah,
No disrespect to J, but but yeah, that would be a lethal weapon. And yeah, if they're able to showcase that, then I could definitely see him able to put the numbers. I mean, honestly, I if you could go one top five or a field to win Rookie of the Year, I would
mm,
pick the field.
yeah,
This
me
is like,
too.
and anybody can win this shit. You can have a second round pick, have a team end up with an injury, and they got to slide in the start because they're the better shooting guard over fucking some bum ass Eric Gordon who's 38 years old. No offense, that was kind of rude, but then yeah, you're going to get the opportunities. And the thing about this draft, there wasn't a lot of like great talent. Like Dalton Connect's probably the best pro ready player right now as far as
Right.
being able to score the basket and play defense um, on multiple positions. But he's 23, so It didn't like there's no great player and there's not a lot of bad, horrible players. I feel like that's why the whole Bronny getting drafted thing is a big deal because there was a lot of people that weren't like way better than him, but there's definitely people who have put more on tape and have shown that they probably do deserve it more.
Well, and
But
Collier,
yeah,
the guy that was Bronny's teammate and probably should have been drafted, is playing pretty good in the summer league himself. So it's kind of whatever. But
I mean, but also Collier wasn't coming off of a fucking heart attack and fucking
yeah,
like
no, I get that.
spring training.
But that's why I
Like I
said Bronny should went back to school for 1 year.
Oh,
Prove that you can do
absolutely.
it. But
Absolutely, but I mean, if you feel like you can do it now, why the fuck not?
well,
And
not even. Like again, I'm not holding it against anybody. If my dad was LeBron James and I fucking sucked at basketball, if somebody told me, "Hey, we're going to draft you and give you a 2-year contract and guarantee the money," I'm gonna say, "I'm heading to the NBA, dog. Let's do that shit."
like, so honestly, let's let keep it real quick. Let's be G with it.
Okay.
But you've been to summer league a
Yeah.
lot. It's been a while,
Yeah.
but you were there a lot,
Mhm.
right? You've seen a lot of players go out there and get 15 minutes of dud, and you didn't even see them the next game.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to stay relevant, especially in summer league.
Yeah, but I also saw PJ Washington throwing down on kids, just dominating them, and I said, "This dude's gonna be fucking something." Now
I
look
remember
at him. He's a
I
Western
remember
Conference champion.
I remember texting you and telling you I was like, bro, does Trey look just as bad like on TV, like in real life as he is right now on TV? You were like, bro, worst pick ever.
He
And I was
was
like,
so
all right,
bad.
bet. Like we knew it. Like we just
He
knew.
was bad.
And now the man's getting paid $200 million a year. What is he? A 3-4 time All-Star? Like
He's still
anything
not
can
good.
happen.
He's still not good.
But dude, like it's tough. It's hard, but I don't know, man. He's gonna make it. Dude
Yeah,
had a
he's
heart
fine.
attack,
He's a
but
fine
also
player.
his compadre over there with the crazy hair, he's gonna find himself on a G League team that he's gonna be the leading scorer of,
Who's that?
and his teammate, the USC dude.
Oh, Collier?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's clean.
crazy hair. Like
Okay.
he's gonna be able to find himself on a 2-way contract and get pulled up for 10 days here and there this season. Like he's gonna be fine. All these stories, and that's the thing that sucks. Like, remember back in our day when there wasn't social media, everybody's like, my story writes itself. You know, like, hey, I
Right.
can't deal with the outside noise. You can't get away from the outside noise nowadays. Like back in the day, all these players, how do you feel about Bronny? It is what it is. You know, his dad's the best basketball player I've ever seen in my life. So you know, it is what it is. It happens nowadays. Like, you can't do that. That's
I never said
whatever
he
they
can't
say.
do that. I said I don't like it.
What's the word? Nepotism. That's nepotism.
I said it while you were in the bathroom. No, it is nepotism. Like that's just the reality. But again, I'm relatively pro nepotism. If I have a kid, I'm gonna give him the best fucking shit I can give him ever. Like, obviously, I'm gonna do that. So I don't hold it against anyone. I just think it's a factual statement that he should not have gone to the draft this year and gotten
Go
drafted.
watch any of the Lakers documentaries that have came out in the last 5 years.
Yo, the Clippers one was so
Nepotism.
bad. The Doc Rivers one with the
Yeah, and they're like, these are based on things, and everybody's coming out like, that's not really how it went down.
It was so bad, dude. I didn't even finish it. I watched like 3 episodes. I was like, this is terrible. But no, before we get kicked out of this call, we still should have like 12 minutes, but I don't want to risk it. Let's
my
do.
shit said it was like 15.
Oh, maybe mine's telling me the whole call because it says we're at 48
mine
minutes.
Says 44. Mine's 44:20 now.
Mine's
Recording.
48:20-ish. So, oh, okay, cool.
And God forbid him trim them down and put them together like he used to do.
That shit's hard, dog. The audio is easy. Video is hard.
Anyways.
But let's talk about the WNBA. I don't want to fuck around and miss them again.
I thought we were going to talk about our leagues.
These girls will do that too because the WNBA won't take long. But I just wanted to shout out Caitlin Clark. I had 19 assists tonight, WNBA record. And we do have to shout out Angel Reese, even though neither one of us like her. But the
Why?
double record for a rookie, they're both cruising, and it's pretty cool, honestly, to see that that their league is starting to get a little bit of love. The players are actually doing well. Granted, Asia Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu are still better and still
Dogs.
doing better and have better
Asia's a
stats.
beast.
But whatever, nobody, they're all talking about how good Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are, and you literally have better versions of the exact same players this season playing. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. It's cool to see that they're doing really awesome, and 1 year out from being completely irrelevant. You know why that is? Not completely irrelevant. That's the wrong thing. But they're
Why?
1 year out from not being all that hot shit. And that's because next year's number one pick, Paige Beckers, is ready to take over, dude. She is gonna run it with UConn this year, and she's gonna be the number one pick, and she's
I don't know.
nice, dude.
The Caitlyn treatment's got me worried, bro. These girls are not scared to fucking shit on you, literally. Just shit
Paige
on you
doesn't
coming
play
out.
Caitlin's way though. Paige is way different.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I know. I know. Pre-injury,
Paige got hurt and everybody
I'm with you.
lost her, bro, but she's ready.
Oh no, I'm right there with you. We both were all tournament. We kept trying to remind these motherfuckers. Like, I'm right there with you, bro. But I don't
I'm
know,
excited
man.
for Juju too. I'm not gonna
It's
watch
gonna be
USC because I don't care, bro.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard on her. Yeah, I'm not. Juju's gonna be fine. I
I'm not
think
gonna watch
Juju will be
UConn
able to
either,
come
but I
back.
am gonna keep track of what Beckers is doing because
But I don't
she's
know, and it
amazing.
also matters too. Like, you can see like the fever. There's Caitlyn and two other chicks on that team that are actually worth the shit. No offense,
Yeah,
are professional athletes,
and they
but at the
were
same time,
so bad last year. So the fact that they're in the playoff hunt right now, which not gonna say much, but like 80% of the teams make the playoffs, and that's a little ridiculous. But the fact
yeah,
that they're in the playoff hunt right now, that's something. That's something.
yeah, like, but I don't know. She's turned the corner. She's starting to
Yeah.
adapt, and I feel like the league started to back off a little bit. Like they're over it. Like she
They're
had
tired
her
of just
welcome.
rushing her every single pick and all
Like
that
you
shit.
can't have a welcome to a and then have four fucking letters. No, it's welcome to the MLB, welcome to the NFL. No, you can't have a welcome to the W and no, too many letters. Stop welcoming that woman, bro.
So what
Let
would they
that woman
say? What
fucking
should they
basket.
say? Welcome to the league. You just say welcome to the league, right?
I can't even say the B word talking about this now. I was about to say, you here, bitch?
That welcome to the league works for every league. So
Yeah.
just do that.
Welcome to the league, Caitlin.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't say bitch because you will get. Actually, he's doing fine. Nobody's doing anything to
Pat
Pat.
McAfee. Pat said it.
He's like, sorry. All right.
But I mean, he said we got this white bitch. Oh my god.
But he said it like good. Like he was
Yeah.
complimenting her. So what's it matter? He was complimenting her. But anyways, yeah. So let's
It's not.
talk about
It's
our
not.
leagues then.
Can't be bad when you say bless their heart.
Our leagues are coming down to the wire. How many more? You guys have played what? 3 games?
Yeah, we have 2 more. We played 4 games. We're 1-3. This last game. So, excuse me. Usually after the game, somebody will text and we'll start kind of getting a talk going. Last 4 games. This last one, crickets. Last 3 games. This last one, crickets. So I texted them the next day. I was like, "Hey, the sun came up. Let's stay positive. Like ball movement and talking is going to be key."
Yeah.
And we started talking and getting it up. But I mean, we just look like the Mavs right now, bro. Too much isolation, basketball going on. Like we look somebody off and somebody's wide ass open, and then they just kind of throw up some dumb shit. We take it over half court, pass it off to somebody, and they just jack up a
That
shot
first shot.
with
Yep.
with nobody underneath the basket, and nobody runs back onto defense. They get an easy layup. It's just like there was points that, like we lost by 7, and there's a good 15 points in that game, to where you look back on that are preventable, with effort, and it sucks, man. Like now that I have been like I'm not lifting weights or anything. I've literally just been on the treadmill and Peloton. I haven't even been doing the row thing since my chest shit happened. just literally doing that, I feel good. Like my legs feel really good. So I want to be out there, man. It's not like last year where I'm like, oh, if they need me for 10 minutes, and like I'm out there, I'm talking, I'm vocal. I got a block this week. Had a sweet ass dime and yelled bing bong whenever he shot it because I knew he was about to make that shit. And right in this dude the GM who didn't draft me, face. And after the game, he came up to me. He was like, way better than the last couple years. And I was like, pick that old man instead of me, bro. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. But whatever. It happens. I missed my one shot. And again, it wasn't one of those like whiffs long. Like it's just fucking
Yeah.
it sucks, dude. It sucks. And I was started rewatching the game earlier today, and you can hear in the background like, you got still." Like everybody has confidence. Everybody knows what I can do. It just sucks that I'm not able to tonight. Fucking wasn't trying to shoot the ball, but at one point I was like, bro, I'm too fucking open not to. Shot it, swished it. Like I can do it. I just got to have more rhythm. Like I can't shoot 6 shots one game and expect to go three, 3 for 6, 4 for 6. 1 for 6 is gonna fucking happen if you don't get shots up every fucking
Well, you
game.
got to get out there and figure out how to do it then, man. I don't know. Like our league is going well. Like we right now are that team that knows how to lose, and it's really frustrating, right? Like when you get into a pattern of losing so many times, like the course of the game, you're gonna find your way to the
Same.
loss. And like the
We've been
first,
sorry.
yeah,
We've been up every game at half.
yeah.
I'm getting every game we've been up at half. Every game.
The first game of the season, we were up 3 when they started fouling, and we missed 6 free throws in a row and lost by 1, like down the stretch. Uh, then 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, we were up by 7 with like 10 minutes left and blew it and actually ended up losing by like 12. It was crazy. I don't even know what happened. Then we actually won a game that we almost blew because we missed some free throws down the stretch. Then last night we were balling, but we only had 4 fucking people and we still should have won. We lost by 2 points. So like we're there. We are better than some of these teams, but for whatever reason, mentally, we just know how to lose when it comes down to the stretch. And it's going to take a lot of effort from all 7 people, hopefully, whether they're there or not. But it's going to take a concentrated effort from all of us to get over that hump because you can't just do it once like we did. You got to do it again. You got to do it again because that pattern is built, and it's really frustrating. But personally, I'm playing a lot better. I had 6 points last night, all of which were in the flow of play. Like I didn't have any fast break layups, and I didn't just have any wide open just shots. I had to like cut. I had to do something. I had to actually make an effort to go make the basket, and I'm happy with that. I'm also happy with wide open shots if people want to give them to me. But the
Yeah.
fact that I had to like make a cut off of a dude, I caught one. Um, like there was a tip after a rebound, so Carlos tipped it back, and I came running in and grabbed it at the free throw line and just took one dribble and just turned and like put it back up, like stuff like that, where I actually made the right play. I wasn't just standing in the corner and when I caught the ball, shoot it. I actually had to actively make a play, so I'm happy about that. I've been getting more rebounds, playing a lot better defense, and all in all, I told Seal before, so I'll make myself be held accountable just to the stats in general. I would need 14 points to set a new career high for the season. I'm not going to be going for that because that's not my game. My career high is 10 points. If the game flow dictates that, cool, but win first. But yeah, 14 points is what I would need. So I doubt from the stat sheet I'll look like I'm better, but I know if there was game film, I know that I would look better on all of it. And what makes me the most happy is I played 40 minutes with 4 dudes um, and was able to still run at the end of the game. I couldn't jump really. I missed an easy layup because I just did not have legs at the end, which we lost by 2, so I need those legs. But I was able to play the full game and be like, oh, I'm fine. I didn't have to like go home and just lay on the ground dead for 10 minutes like I would have. So That's super exciting. I'm glad to see we're both getting better because it seems like the trajectory is finally heading up. So that's good.
Oh yeah, for sure. And with this gym downstairs now right below me, there's no excuse anymore. Like there honestly isn't. Like, oh, I go to my side street, not going down there. Oh, it's raining, it's hot, it's cold. Fuck that. I got this
That's why
indoor
I
shit.
send you
So
those videos, dog. You gotta be held accountable.
yeah,
Send me some
there's
shit. Send me some
no
shit.
excuse now. I got you.
I want to know what you're doing. But all right, what else? We got a few minutes, so who knows? It might
Yeah,
not even kick us out, but it's
we
still
got
like
four
almost not. So I
minutes.
don't care. But any other sports stuff before we actually just shoot the shit and get kicked off of Skype? Oh wait, I'm not
Not
supposed to
really.
tell
Yeah,
people.
well, that's what we
But
should. Yeah,
actually, there's a little S. I
we
don't
got
know.
like 4 minutes. So oh yeah, it is there. We got 4 minutes. So when it gets to like the end, I would say don't be a scrub, be a stud or whatever the fuck it is.
You still say it backwards now?
Be a stud, not a scrub. And then we can just keep going if it lets us, but I doubt it. But no, we got the Olympics coming up. We just had the
Oh hell
Olympic
yeah!
trials. Simone Biles let everybody know that she's still here. She's still the shit. And
Katie Ledecky let everybody know she's still the shit.
the
God,
track
she's so
the
fucking.
track meets that happened over there in Oregon, that beautiful ass facility. I'm confident we're gonna have, and Michael Phelps talking about. So I don't know swimming at all, so I don't watch
Caleb
it.
Dressel is doing
Like
his thing.
Michael Phelps is confident. Like I'm
Why don't you
confident
watch
we're going
swimming,
to.
dog? That shit's fun.
It's fun when it's happening, but the time like I don't understand. Like I know the top three people make it and all that shit and all these races. Like I, I'm gonna wait till it's America versus the world. I watch enough America versus America, the shit I know about.
Right.
That's the races and the points and the gymnast and all that shit. I don't need to start trying to figure out swimming. I literally didn't know about time trials until Garrett was in the shit.
Right.
So
So
they're
why
gonna be.
is he retired now, or did he just?
I don't understand. I don't know what happened, so I'm not like gonna speak on it really. I don't want to put any false shit out there. Nobody
Right.
watches, but I still don't like. He's a past Olympic athlete, so
Right. I looked
I'm not
for him
too
out
sure.
there and didn't see
Yeah,
him.
nah, he wasn't there this past one. I'm not too sure what's going on. He's got a shot at the next one, would be his last one, I think. Unless he decides to be one of those goats that goes for the
Right.
above 30s. But yeah, this next one would be his last opportunity.
Well,
But
because
I
he
mean,
was
hey,
in like the
maybe.
World Championships, right? Because there's Olympics and then there's World Championships.
Yeah, he
And
was in
like
the
two
world.
years ago, he was in the World Championships.
Yeah, and then something right after that happened. I'm not. I don't know. Something happened. He isn't. He wasn't able. I don't fucking know. Some shit happened. He hasn't done it in a while. He's still doing it. Like he's his coach.
Like
They have
training
a.
and shit.
They set up a. There's like a center for
Hmm.
track and field in Jacksonville now,
Nice.
because of him and his coach that followed him from Georgia to Jacksonville. So yeah, I mean, if it's all said and done, he was 4 points his first try from being an Olympic athlete,
Right.
and then ended up in fourth place in the Olympics. I think it was 12 points from the podium.
Yeah.
So if he never tries to put that USA shit on again, he's definitely done well for his country. And just for me to say that I know the kid, he is younger than me. I know the kid, and he's somebody that I spent time with in my life. I'm definitely honored for what he
Yeah.
was able to do
That's
to
fucking cool.
represent himself.
But
Fuck yeah.
but
But yeah,
no.
dude, we should have a clean slate like in a lot of these sports. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're expected to win a basketball for what we put out. Team WNBA USA, whatever the fuck
Right.
that is. Team women's basketball seems to be a-okay with what they have to go on what number 7, 8 in a row
Yeah. Something like that.
since it started. So yeah, I'm excited for it. But yeah, at the
Summer
end,
Olympics is our jam. I don't know that we've ever lost the medal count in the Summer Olympics. I think the Winter Olympics we've either tied or lost to like Russia and China and shit sometimes. But the Summer Olympics that doesn't happen.
yeah, no, we're here. We're here for it. We're going to be dominant. I feel like we're going to get a lot of medals. Summer, we've been telling off lately. We've been not really winning the medal count, but I think we will this year because we're some studs and like that. And be like America. Be a stud, not a scrub. Hey, we got
You
bonus
said
time,
it
baby.
right. Hey, maybe they took that shit away.
It's still going. It's still over an hour.
Yeah, maybe
All
they
right.
not. That's cool. We'll try a really long one next week and see if it works. But I'm stopping.